Hey everybody, and welcome to day 4 in our Lenten journey. I'm still excited. I pray that you are as we draw closer to God, as we strive to put it all on the altar. On this day, friends, we want to continue in our journey and go with me to Genesis chapter 22. We're going to dip into verse 2 today. Genesis chapter 22, verse 2 says these words. Then God said, "Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain. I will show you." Friends, today I want to ask a question, or rather, I want to pose our topic as a question that many of us have asked God before. It is this: Lord, you want me to do what? Yeah, many of us have asked God that question. Has God ever asked you to do something crazy? I mean crazy. When God called you to forgive that person that you can't stand, how did you feel? When God called you to love and say hi to someone that doesn't even have the decency to speak back to you, how did you feel? When God said to do that thing and you didn't see how in the world it was supposed to get done, how did you feel? Because God sometimes calls us to do some things that just seem impossible to get done. Now imagine how Abraham feels when he learns that the test God wants to put him up through requires him to sacrifice his son. And not just any son, but his one and only son. I could really imagine Abraham looking up to heaven and saying, "Lord, you want me to do what?" I mean, Abraham is not the only one who has probably secretly questioned the sanity of God. God will call us to do some things that make us ask, "What are you doing?" The Lord called Abraham in our text to sacrifice his only son. I mean, his son is essential to him. His son is a big part of his everyday life. His son represented his future and his fortune and his familiarity and his favorite thing and even what he fought for in life. And yet God still instructs him to give it up and to put it on the altar. Abraham has got to think this is a joke. I imagine if we were Abraham, we'd be looking around trying to see where the cameras were, trying to get our live reaction. Because what an ask. I mean, what a heavy load to sacrifice your child, your only son, your baby boy, your seed, and to give it up to the Lord. It must have been hard for Abraham to put Isaac on the altar. Well, today I've come to tell you that Abraham isn't the only one being called to put something on the altar. Today, you may not be called to physically put your child on the altar, although some of you may want to, but you are called to put what's important to you and to give it to God. In order to do this, it requires us to assess our lives, to see what is important to us, to see what is attached to our nature, to see what's so ingrained in our everyday life that we feel like we can't live without it. I mean, is it possessions? Is it a person? Is it persons? Is it a family member? Is it friends? Is it a substance? Is it a game? Is it an activity? Is it social media? Is it food? Or even is it a mindset? We must know what is taking up space and priority in our lives, identify it, and then God says, give it here. Yeah. God points out with Abraham, and his command to you is to sacrifice what you think you can't live without and give it to God. Everybody has that one thing that you just can't live without. That if they took it away, you just pass out. Everybody has that one thing they feel like they can't exist without. That if it was gone tomorrow, you just have a straight up conniption. You wouldn't know how to act anymore. Well, God says, take that thing, that very important, attached, loved, favorite, nursed thing, and give it to me. And here's the good news. It's not the fact that God needs that thing. Rather, it's the fact that God really wants to get to you and refuses to compete for attention while you entertain other things. I know it may be painful. It may be difficult to let go of the things that are important to you, but is anything more important than God himself? I mean, this is the whole notion behind fasting during the Lenten season. It is to take what has monopolized our time, what has become an idol in our lives, what has taken up residence in our hearts, is to take that thing. It is understanding our relationship with stuff and our relationship with people, our relationship with things, and then placing it down so we can tell God, you're more important than this. Much like Abraham, at the end of his journey, we'll discover that we don't just put it in any hands. We just don't put it down on any altar. We don't just give it to anybody. God says whatever is important to you, whatever you love, whatever you can't live without, God says don't just put it anywhere, but put it in my hands. Yeah, learn how to put it in God's hands. And when you put it in God's hands, you put it in the best place it ever could have been. Friends, when we give it up, you will discover that as long as we have God, we will be just fine. We will discover that we can live without what we think we can't. But God is the only entity. God is the only thing that we cannot spend another day, another minute, another second without. Friends, I know sometimes God calls us to do some what seems impossible things, but God says, give it to me. I don't want it. I rather just want you. And I may be calling you, God may be calling you to get it out of the way so he can fully have us. I pray, friends, that you stay committed with us on this journey. Do me two favors today. Make sure that you stay connected with us by getting our devotional book on Amazon, going to our website, jwamzsouthfield.org/Lent, downloading our church app, JWC Southfield, on App Store or Google Play Store so you get those notifications. Or keep coming back to Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat, or TikTok as we talk further. And then secondly, I want you to do me a favor. Share this message with someone. Tell a friend. Make sure you like this video. Don't just watch it, like it. We need you to share it. Share with someone so we can journey together. Friend, I'm praying for you. I hope you're praying for me as well as we learn how to put it on the altar and sometimes do the impossible, but we don't do it by ourselves. We do it with God. I've been Pastor Austin Young, and I will see you on Monday.